I'm going to quickly walk through a step-by-step for the Parkland and Nashville school shootings in order to explain how to apply Project ASAP. Both in Parkland and Nashville, cars were used in order to get individuals to the school. In Parkland, an Uber dropped off crews at the high school, and in Nashville, the shooter drove their own vehicle. The license plate reading technology can identify that there's an unknown vehicle pulling in and who it is registered to in order to give the administration and school resource officers some situational awareness. This does not stop an emergency, it just allows the correct officials to get in front of a potential hazard. It can also make your car rider lines more efficient, so for the school it becomes an everyday use. One of the most important features of Project ASAP will continuously be the weapon recognition software, as it will allow the camera to be able to notify when a weapon is being brandished prior to a single shot ever being fired. This gives the first responders the most situational awareness and the earliest alert in order to respond and mitigate the potential death. Again, this software will be used every day because it can also detect fires and fights and other situations. In Parkland, you can see Cruz in the stairwell with his weapon prior to the single shot, and in Nashville, the shooter did approach the front door with their weapon drawn and then begin to shoot through the door in order to access the building. This is when one of the most critical components for physical security comes into play, which will be the bulletproofing or bullet resistant film for the windows, bulletproof doors, and in the classroom we use a bulletproof whiteboard that the teachers can use every day, swing out from the wall, and it pins into the ground in order to create a safe space in the room. So we want to have multiple layers of bulletproofing or bullet resistant materials from the outer layer of the school all the way into the classroom. Again, once a shot is fired, being able to stop a bullet becomes the most important situation. However, since the material takes longer to deploy and install throughout the district, we recommend running the digital security side and the physical security side in parallel. This means to deploy the special software to your schools, your police, and your EMTs, integrate all the current system and cameras, then run weapon recognition over those cameras instantly. This can take a matter of maybe a couple of weeks to deploy. Sometimes can even be done in days. While simultaneously we need to be starting the process to be able to install the bullet resistant film, change out the doors, upgrade your offices, and then add the bulletproof whiteboards in every classroom. This will take longer to physically complete the work. Please enjoy these informative clips regarding Clear Armor and how to turn your existing class into bullet resistant glass. This is Mr. Dave Trudeau, the owner of Clear Armor.
I appreciate you taking time out of your day to see what we have to offer. How many law enforcement officers do we have here? Okay. Just so you guys know, I'm sworn in underneath. First guy was Sheriff Mike Neal on the apprehension team. I have 77 operators in my company. 33 of us are sworn in. Proved all my patents in Fort Bragg. We are patented, 24 patents. We have 3 more coming, and I'll give you a little realm of what the company really does too. So Fort Bragg is using 4 1/4 thick inch glass to stop an AK-47. We can stop it on my 1/2 inch glass. We can stop a .308 out of a sniper rifle at 19 to 21 feet is the maximum push you get out of the barrel and gunpowder before the bullet starts free flowing. We can stop that. They use 5 inch plus to stop that. We're stopping on our 3/4. My passion is schools. Why? Sorry about this. This gets me every time. First time I was in a debrief and I saw a 5-year-old kid get shot 3 times in the face in a school shooting. Telling people, you guys might remember this, he stood in front of the gunman and said, please don't hurt my teacher, who was laying over 3 other children that were all shot. If that doesn't affect you, you want to change this world, and if it doesn't affect you enough, that the position that you have, you don't look at that like your kids in that room that we're getting ready to work on, you don't deserve to have your job. I don't care who you are. If you want to make people safe, you have to put your child in that building and go, what am I going to do to keep my child safe? So, Clear Armor. It's one thing to be patented. It's another thing to be patented and proven through the government. Our laminate on 1/4 inch glass, so we can stop rounds all the way down to a piece of 3/16 glass. Think about that. Your glass, we don't take it out, we can put our material on it. Stop around. You can shoot out, they can't shoot it. We have a membrane in ours. Did anybody happen to get online and look at any of the videos? You see the kid hitting the glass with a baseball bat 16 times before it broke? That's the membrane dispersing the energy. 55 more times after that. You want to know why he swung on that so hard? Because I told him his first day on the job working for us, I said I'd give him $1,000 cash if they could get through that. Did you see after he got done swinging? That kid was swinging at it. He has actually the fastest lacrosse throw in the Midwest. It was like 100 and some miles an hour. He was swinging that bat though. Did you see him when he was done? He was spent. Who's getting
the bat was back?
Well, he cracked that bat, aluminum bat, 8 1/4 inches. Who's gonna stand on your glass and beat on it all day long? Nobody. You're not gonna find a company out there that does what you do. I don't care who you talk to. If you do, if you run across a company and they're like, oh, we do that, I'm gonna tell you do your own due diligence, and I'm gonna tell you this. Ask for a patent and a sole source list. What I would tell you to do if you're gonna do it in phases, do entrance, exits, office, in every school, plus windows on the outside as far as you can go. The reason why is if an officer comes up there and you think that person's gonna fight the police. He can't get through that door, he's gonna go to the window next to it. If you guys come over here and see, I stopped around here and stopped around here. We hit it with a bat. Now, this is already broke. It's already been hit. We're gonna have a couple get hit it with a bat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot out probably up here, boom, 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 and we'll just put a round into it so you guys can see. I'm gonna shoot at point blank. I shoot full metal jackets. You know the difference between full metal jacket and hollow point. Full metal jacket is made to drive through things. Hollow points are made to expand in your body and open up. Okay. So let's start with this. Eyes and ears. Point blank. Come and look at it. Go to the back of it. Run your hand on it. That's what mentality I want. So when you swing this back, I want you to swing as hard as you can. Stay away from here. I don't want you to hit your hands. Hit it right there as hard as you can. What you think?
It's like concrete. Just blows it back in.
Hit it right there as hard as you can. What you think? You dead in my bat. You owe me a bat. Can you imagine somebody, let's just do this. How long is somebody going to stand at your glass and beat the shit out of it? They're going to throw a brick, hit it with a bat, and they're going to leave, right? Because you just broke the attack cycle. We catch the rounds. We don't ricochet them. Steel 500, fiberglass, Krylon, they all ricochet around. You're an officer and you shoot. Even if it hits a guy, goes through him, and it hits something, and it ricochets, hits kids, guess who's responsible? The officers, right? So remember this. If you don't support your police, please support them. They're doing a job that nobody else wants to do. And I'm going to tell you, when they go after bad guys, the bad guy always has the upper hand. Now, as of yesterday, we were 52 shots on this board. You know why it's caved like that? Because we're shooting until we have a round go through. So the reason why I have to use tape is because nobody can see exactly where we are shooting this at. And we're going to shoot it until the round goes through it. Just trying to find a, and yeah, I am going to find a better spot. You guys good to go? Eyes and ears. I hit just below it. Come and look at the definition of the back. Here's the round in front, just below the tape. There's the round. It'll actually slide down. That's the back.